Hi from a windy George. I'm Jackie Olivier, Marketing Manager for Premium Wines Distil.
And I'm Jamie Williams. I'm the winemaker for Nederburg.
For me, the most important thing when cooking with wine is, first of all, you need to enjoy that glass of wine before you cook with it. And remember, if wine is not good enough for you to drink, then wine isn't good enough to go into any food. I think Jamie can go on a little bit more about what you really want from that glass of wine or from cooking with wine.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Jackie. So, all depends on what dish you want to make. Obviously, many people think, if you are making a seafood dish, it's best to use white wine. But all depends on the sauce. You might have a nice creamy sauce over it. So, take a more full-bodied Chardonnay, for example, to get that nice creaminess in the sauce to pair well with the seafood dish. And also, maybe when you're cooking some meat, like a sirloin steak, for example, make sure that the wine that you use, the red wine, for it as an example, is it's good quality. The acidity should be there of the wine, and the wine should also have longevity, and that will ensure obviously that the flavors will transport from the wine into the dish as well.
Some of the biggest mistakes people do make when cooking with wine is using plonk. They have their bottle of wine in the fridge, they leave it there for 2-3 weeks, and then, I'm keeping it because I want to cook with it. That's my personal opinion on that.
So many of the mistakes people make when cooking with red wine is that when they keep the wine in the fridge, like Jackie says, and after 2-3 weeks, the wine cook with the wine gets oxidized, which means it goes sour. It doesn't taste as fresh as it once did when you open up the bottle for the first time. And that can, if you use that wine in your food, it will make your food taste very bitter as well. So I think use freshly open a bottle of wine, make sure it's good quality wine.
I think red wine is for me the difficult one. Like Jamie said, your food can become bitter quite quickly. I think a classical example is coq au vin, where it's required to have a good red wine. Good example of using red wine. I think Pinotage is a friendly wine for cooking. And I think my favorite one will be the Noble Late Harvest. And using it in a beautiful dessert, or where you soak your cake in it, that is probably my favorite.
So for white wine, I think I have mentioned it just now. So like a nice full creamy Chardonnay will make a perfect sauce. A nice creamy garlic sauce, for example, with a nice full-bodied Chardonnay. The acidity of that Chardonnay can also perfectly cut through the richness of the sauce as well. So when I'm cooking, I'm usually standing with a glass of wine in my hand and not necessarily pouring it into my food. But if I am making a nice pasta, like a spaghetti, for example, and I'm drinking a Pinot Noir, I will add, just a bit of a drop of Pinot Noir into the spaghetti sauce to make it just a bit more fuller, and yeah.
So for me, my best example would be my prawn pasta, where I do my prawns with white wine, garlic, onion, and cream, and everyone just loves it, and it takes literally 20 minutes to make. Yeah, I think one of the other tips that I stole from owner Francois Ferreira was poaching with wine. I think that that's something that we need to explore a little bit more. Mussels, mushrooms. And maybe we get to know or learn something from the team here at My Kitchen Rules.